Welcome back to the Crochet Crowd, as well as my friends at Yarnspirations.com. This is the continuation of our stitch along, week number 2. In week number 2, we have less motifs to do as we're going to concentrate on the half squares, so they take half the time. So if you're looking at the particular layout here, we're completing these motifs right here. And so there are still just 9 rows to do. So last time we did it, there was 9 rounds. And so in this case, we're following this diagram right here. We're going to start and then work our way back and forth. And you can see that the color layout is still the same. So the first 2 rounds or rows here will be actually the main color, and then color B is the next 2, and etc. So it's continuing the same idea of just 2 colors in play right here. So you got 2 here and 2 and 2 and 2. So more like 2 rounds equals 1 color, I suppose. So we're going to continue, and let's begin to do this. Let me show you a sample of that next. So here's a sample of it. As I told you, it's just a half piece just like this, and we're going to begin and work our way in rows back and forth. So let's begin week number 2, and we're going to start with the half squares, and we're going to start by chaining 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be the center, and you're just going to put your hook into the very beginning one and yarn over and pull through and through to create the center ring, and put the remaining of the straggler around the center of the ring to hide it into position. Let's do row number 1. Row number 1, we're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, 3 counts as a double crochet, and in the center of the ring I need you to apply 3 more double crochet in there. So we have 1, 2, and 3, and then you're going to chain 2, and then on the other side here it's going to be 4 double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. And just in case you're curious, the reason why there's not 3 after a corner is that the extra stitch that's needed is used as kind of like the border of the motif itself. So if you went over top of the straggler, you can just safely cut that down, and we're going to go into row number 2 next. So right where you finished, just turn it around, and you're doing row number 2. So row number 2, you're right where you're sitting. You are going to apply chain 3, and right where this is coming out of, you need to do 3 more double crochet. So there's a total of 4 double crochets, because chain 3 counts as a double crochet. We're then going to reach up to the point of the half motif, and in this one here, it's like a regular corner that we were doing in the first time. It's going to be 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So this point is going to act like a regular corner of a square motif. Then you're going to go all the way to the turning chain here and apply 4 double crochet into the top of the chain. Don't use the space, go right into the top of the chain. If you go into the space, it will open it up and it'll be really quite noticeable. So 4 double crochet, and this is where the color will change, because we now have 2 rows already done with this color. So you're going to notice there's it's going to be much faster than the full squares, obviously. So just yarn over, pull through, and just like before we did in week number 1, take your yarn and you want to weave it in. So row number 2 was considered the wrong side of the work, so this is the right side. So just weave it on this here, so don't turn it around, just keep it on the back side here. So the difference of a week 1 and 2 is that we're doing it in rows this time, so every other row is on the wrong side. And honestly, they could have made us have to change the yarn every round, but they didn't, so that's great. Okay, so you just got to pay attention to where you finished it, so which is right here. So you're going to turn it over and you're going to start right here where you finished. So the next 2 rows will be the second color. In my case, it's Moonbeam, and you're going to attach it to the last double crochet, okay, right on the edge, and you are going to attach it. Chain 3, so 1, 2, 3, and put 3 more double crochet into the same space as the join. I'm going right up over top of that straggler, but I will use a tapestry needle to hide that in later. So then you jump to the next space and just put in 3 double crochet. And the neat thing is that we did all the squares first, so these are going to be much faster, so you'll find yourself just whipping across. So right in the point, it'll always be the same, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. And then you're going to come down the opposite side. So when we do the quarter one in week 3, we're going to be even faster because there's only doing a quarter. So we just go right to your next space, 3 double crochet in each, and then once that's done, you go right to the very end of the turning chain, right in the top of the turning chain itself, apply 4 double crochet. Okay, and that was row number 3. So turn your work, and let's do row number 4. Row number 4, just what you already know. So every one of the rows is the same. So 1, 2, 3, so chain 3, and put 3 more double crochet in. So there's a total count of 4 because the chain 3 counts as 1. And then come right to your next space and go right to your corner of 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. So this is all this is. So it's just like it was with the square. There's still just 9 rows, and you're just going to be bouncing between the 2 colors. So every 2 rounds, the color will change. Corners, 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. Okay, and then coming on down. The opposite side. And then come right into your turning chain. 4 double crochet in the end. So now you have 4 rows out of 9 done. So the next 2 rows will be the main color again, and then the next 2 rows after that will be this color here, and then the last color will just be 1 row of the main color. So what I'm going to do for you is that I'm going to leave this in your capable hands, and you only need to do 10 of these altogether. And you're just going to go back and forth, just keep making it bigger, and just keep your colors going, and I'll be right back in a moment. So get those done, and I'll see you back here in a second. So here at the end, I have my 9 rounds completed. So you see 2, 2, 2, 2, and then the final 1. So if you did the first one already, you only have 9 more to do for this particular size of blanket, and that's good to go. So join me next week as we continue, and we're going to do the quarter squares next, and there's only going to be 4 of those required next time.